CIF Championship football game.
The Orange County News Channel is proud to bring you CIF Championship football. Tonight in Division 6, two Orange County teams battle for the CIF title. Good evening, I'm John Overall from Orange Coast College's LaBarge Stadium. Tonight, the Tustin Pillars, unbeaten, 13-0, taking on the Sunny Hills Lancers, who are 10-3. But Sunny Hills has won 8 straight games, so this should be a good game. Joining me for tonight's broadcast, Pete Weissner. Pete, these two teams know each other pretty well.
We sure do. The last team to beat Tustin was, as you said, they're 13-0 this year, but the last team to beat them was in the quarterfinals last year, and it was the Sunny Hills Lancers. And Sunny Hills Lancers beat them 21-0 too. So this, of course, is in the back of the minds of the Tustin people. They have revenge on their mind, but maybe also thinking that this team possibly has their number.
That's right, Pete. Now, both teams have a pair of very good running backs. All are seniors. They played in this game last year in the CIF quarterfinals, so they'll be looking to go head-to-head once again. Both teams very good defenses also.
Yeah, they're really almost mirror images of each other. If you look at them statistically, two good running backs, as you mentioned, each team. Two good quarterbacks, both throw sparingly, but throw effectively, and two stingy defenses. We mentioned if there were a mythical betting line on this game, certainly Tustin would be favored, maybe 10, 12 points better. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be a lot closer.
That's right. In fact, some people even say it might be a 7-0 ball game. Either way, it should be a real good ball game. We'll have it for you at the opening kickoff after these words. Stay with us. Look at the road to the finals. This is Tustin's playoff victories, 3 of them over Bassett, Pacifica, and Rancho Alamitos. Now, we do have a mistake here. Tustin outscored their opponents in the playoffs by a count of 104-37. Quite a spread there, right, Pete?
Sure is, John. It was no accident what they did in the playoffs. They held their opponents all year to an average of 6 points a game. Now, you look at Sunny Hills, also strong defense, and their offense really kicked in. In fact, did so in the last 8 games of the year. That's why they're on an 8-game winning streak. They're not 13-0, they're 10-3, but they may be the hotter team coming into this game.
Both teams with winning records coming into this. Now here's the opening kickoff. That is Shad Vickers, who bobbles the ball early, but he's got it. Can't go that way. He's going back around the right side and smothered. Sunny Hills all over Shad Vickers. Now let's set the offense for you. Tustin's offense on the left side, of course, Andy Borza, their quarterback. The two guys to watch, Ron Goods and Visco Ansich, the two running backs.
That's right, Visco Ansich, 20 touchdowns on the season.
And there he is, Visco Ansich, but he is thrown for a loss on the first play from scrimmage.
Kenny Overby on the stop, two-way player for Sunny Hills.
A couple other offensive players, Derek Clemens and P.V. Love, the wide receivers for Tustin. Second play from scrimmage, this time Ron Goods. He picks up a couple. That'll bring up 3rd down. Now let's set the defense for you. Tustin's Sunny Hills defense on the right in the yellow. That's their defensive line and a couple of their linebackers, Shannon Nip and a couple of the other players. Once again, Borza. This time to pass. He's got a receiver and a big gain there out to the 30-yard line.
Derek Clemens, John. Number 35, Derek Clemens, 13-yard play. And we've got our first down in the ball game.
Okay, the rest of that Sunny Hills defense right now. A couple of guys you see there, Mike Sullivan and Kenny Overby, both play offense. You know them as running backs. They also play on the defense. These guys will be busy tonight.
David Wild, another two-way player.
Ron Goods outside. The big gain for Ron Goods there.
He showed his speed right there, John. 12-yard gain, and Ron Goods averaged 7 yards a carry during the regular season, 1,300 yards. He's got a sore ankle, though. We got to watch that as the game progresses.
Okay, Tustin again, this time Visco Ansich loses his footing and loses the ball. Fumble, and it looks like Sunny Hills has recovered. Number 29, Kenny Overby with the fumble recovery.
Get our first turnover of the game.
Okay, let's take a look at this again on instant replay. Visco Ansich there with the stumble and then the fumble.
That's right, Mark Veranda slipping him just as Visco is regaining his footing.
Okay, so Sunny Hills takes over. They'll have 1st and 10 from Tustin's 48. Hakeem McKenzie, the quarterback, over center. Back to pass on the first play. This is a surprise. Incomplete there. He was looking for Stephen Che, and this is the offense of Sunny Hills in the yellow on the right side. There you see David Wild and Stephen Che, the wide receivers. Of course, Kenny Overby and Mike Sullivan, the running backs for Sunny Hills.
Both Overby and Sullivan, 11 touchdowns on the season, and McKenzie averaged 15 yards of completion. 2nd down now, Mike Sullivan here with the run. Nice spin move, but pulled down there for a short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down. He's close to a first down, actually.
Yeah, and a happy bunch there on the Sunny Hills sideline. So that'll bring up 3rd and short for Sunny Hills.
Mike Sullivan is the big play man for Sunny Hills.
Up the middle, Overby, and that's good enough for the first down.
Sunny Hills just a little bigger than Tustin. They certainly moved them off the ball on that play. 6-yard gain up the middle.
Take a look at some of the Sunny Hills offensive linemen on the right side in the yellow there. A fumble by Mike Sullivan, coughs it up. Who's got it?
Looks like James Rojas.
Tustin recovers. Unbelievable. 2 fumbles early in this game.
Right off the bat, John, I think fair to say both teams have a case of the jitters.
Visco Ansich not happy with it. Now Borza to Goods. Flag on the play.
Get our first penalty, and I think it's going to go against the Tillers.
Okay, 15-yard penalty against Tustin. That brings up 1st and 25.
Okay, that was a clip on that play. 1st and 25.
Okay, no score here in the first quarter. Tustin in black, Sunny Hills in white. Up the middle, Visco Ansich. No room to run there.
Visco had 20 touchdowns on the season. He averaged just shy of 5 yards a carry.
2nd and 25 now. Andy Borza, the quarterback, number 10. Once again, Tustin in the black. Play action. Forces a pass. He's got a receiver.
That's good.
Goods lost his hat, but he hung onto the ball.
Excellent concentration by Ron Goods. Like you said, he lost his helmet, but he sure held on to the ball. It's a 20-yard gain up the middle.
All right, Tustin on the move here early in the first quarter. No score to report. 3rd and 5. Actually, no, this is 2nd down, out of bounds there. Incomplete pass.
I'll have to turn it over. Going for Clemens again.
That brings up 4th down. Tustin will have to punt once again. Their punter is Matt Koo.
I was watching him before the game. Matt can kick him about 50 yards.
High kick. And a fair catch there by Brent House. About 39 yards on that punt. Once again, no score here early in the first quarter. Tustin and Sunny Hills for the Division 6 CIF Championship contest. Sunny Hills takes over 1st and 10 from their own 23. That's Mike Sullivan with the ball. And a number of Tustin tackles bringing him down for a short gain.
Tustin trying to strip the ball on that play, but they did so after the whistle.
Gain of just a couple. That brings up 2nd down. Pitch out here to Sullivan again, and he'll get the ball a lot today, but he's brought down there.
Big play by Josh Belden. If he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, Sullivan's off for a lot more.
That will bring up 3rd down for Sunny Hills. Once again, Sullivan, once again, nowhere to run. That Tustin defense living up to its reputation.
They play as a team, John. Again, they're not real big.
Another punt, this time by Sunny Hills. That's Steve Ashton with the punt. Chad Vickers back there. He takes it on a bounce, but he's got nowhere to go.
Good play by Vickers. If he doesn't field that ball, it could roll another 10 yards. Now Tustin's got its best field position of the game. Maybe they'll open it up.
Okay, now after Tustin gained a 1st down, let's pick it up now. Pillars 1st and 10 on the 46 of Sunny Hills. Andy Borza once again the quarterback. Back to pass.
Oh, big play.
Knocked away. And how many times have we said this game early on in the game? Mike Sullivan playing both sides of the ball, and a great deflection there to knock that Andy Borza pass away.
Tom, we've seen Penny Overby recover a fumble, and now Mike Sullivan, the other half of the backfield tandem. Big play to bat. It could have been a long pass.
2nd and 10. This is Visco Ansich banging hard for 4 yards.
Tough running by Visco Ansich. First tackle doesn't usually bring him down.
3rd and 6 now for Tustin on the 42-yard line. Borza back again. Oh, picked off there by Bobby Sunderland with the big interception. He takes it out to the 43. Gary Fox with the tackle. That is another turnover. Both teams seem a little bit tight.
Mark Veranda again put the pressure up the middle. That made Borza move right, and he threw it kind of off balance, John. And it was the type of pass where he really had to rifle it in. He didn't have his full arm, his full body behind the ball, and it picked up.
And that is the end of the first quarter. No score. Sunny Hills and Tustin. Welcome back to Orange Coast College. I'm John Overall along with Pete Weitzman. There you see the score. No score to report at this time. A great defensive ball game. Now this is Sunny Hills with the ball. That's Kenny Overby for a short gain for the Lancers.
We'll try to trap there, John, and fooled nobody.
That brings up 2nd and 7 for the Lancers. You see them in the white. Once again, they're taking on the Tustin Tillers. Tustin 13-0 in this game. Sunny Hills coming into the matchup 10-3, but Sunny Hills has won 8 straight contests.
And of course, last year in the quarterfinals of Division 6, they beat Tustin 21-0.
And that's got to be the back of the minds of the Tillers. Okay, like I said, 2nd and 7 here. The quarterback, Hakeem McKenzie. His running backs, Sullivan and Overby. And that's Sullivan with the ball.
Oh, big tackle by Chad Vickers.
Sullivan coming right at us, another short gain, and he'll get the ball quite a few times. Both he and Overby rushed for over 1,000 yards this year.
They're going to measure here, John. He was just short, so it's 3rd and call it half a yard.
3rd and short. McKenzie, the quarterback. Quick pass. Oh, good catch there by David Wild.
John, you think Hakeem McKenzie has a strong arm?
He sure does, and a quick release as he showed there. Let's take another look at
that ball. Almost knocked David Wild on his back.
Give Wild credit for going up and getting that hard-thrown ball with his fingertips. It's now 1st and 10, Sunny Hills. Sullivan, a hole. And he with a big gain, about 12 yards on that gain, and that hole was huge.
So if Mike Sullivan doesn't trip, he gets a lot more, and we have our deepest penetration of the ball game so far. Sunny Hills on the Tustin Tiller 24-yard line.
2nd quarter action, no score to report. Sunny Hills with the first real offensive move in this ball game. We're at 1st and 10. Overby with the ball, but he's not going anywhere. Look at that Tustin defense.
But anytime you see a Tustin tackler on a play, you usually find 3 or 4 others. They really move well to the ball.
Both these teams very strong on defense, but they can both score a lot of points as well. Both running teams, but they will put it up if need be. Hakeem McKenzie with a strong arm is the quarterback of the Lancers. He's over center now. Again to the ground, though. Again to Overby, and again he goes nowhere.
And again, we see 3 or 4 Tustin Tillers getting up from the play.
Leading the charge for the Tillers, Aaron Guttridge. They're all Seaview League linebacker. He was also all Seaview League last year as a junior, and he remembers that loss against Sunny Hills last year in the quarterfinals. He said that the defense was to blame.
A lot of Tustin Tillers do. A lot of returnees from that 21-0 game. Ephraim Miranda was also on that stop, John. He and Guttridge lead this defense. Big play.
3rd and 10 for the Lancers. Again to the air. Picked off. That is Tom Sorsable of the Tillers, stopping the only drive of the game for the Lancers. The Lancers on the move there, but Sorsable with the big pickoff.
John, earlier in the game we saw an exchange of fumbles on the first possessions, and here we've just seen an exchange of interceptions. Each time the other team made its first thrust into the other's territory.
That's Visco Ansich from the 20-yard line out of the screen and back. About 7 yards on that gain for Visco Ansich, and like Sunny Hills, Tustin will do a lot of running. Visco Ansich will get the ball a lot, as will Ron Goods, their outside threat.
Tustin was later forced to punt, and Sunny Hills took over deep in their own territory.
1st and 10 on the 20, Sullivan. But he's thrown for a loss by Guttridge.
Aaron Guttridge, John, he not only makes big plays, but I think he fires up the entire defense, in fact, the entire team, and they're a 4-yard loss.
Time running out in the first half. No score to report at this time. 2nd and 14 from the 16 for Sunny Hills. What a defensive battle we've seen so far. McKenzie back to pass. He's not going anywhere. Take a look at this. There are so many black jerseys there.
A swarm of black, and guess who? Ephraim Miranda leading the charge.
McKenzie's worst nightmare right there. That'll bring up 3rd and very long. 3rd and 22 from the 8-yard line. Sunny Hills in deep trouble at this time.
Tustin's got a good chance to get the ball back with good field position and time on the clock.
A safe run up the middle. They're just trying to not to lose points here. Overby tackled by Miranda, and they'll be forced to punt from deep.